Welcome back to Cascade Locks. You guys were amazing today. I'm such a big fan of both of you, so I'm just really excited to hear how your day went. And we were wondering if you could just sort of like walk us through what the battle looked like today. Ailsa, you led for a huge chunk of the race, and we're like way ahead. And then you just battled from like further back, and it was only in like the last couple miles, I think, that you two crossed paths. So yeah, I don't know. Ailsa, we can start with you.
Oh, I had a great day with her. I mean, this course. Oh, yeah, sure. And the course was absolutely spectacular, and it was nice and cool this morning. I had really fresh legs. I went out. I felt really great. I thought I was pacing myself really well. I was fueling really well, and then about 60K, all of a sudden, I started to hurt a little bit, so I was slowing down a bit on the climbs. I was still running really well on the flats and the downs, so I'm like, oh, I'm making good time. I was happy with my race, and I went into the very last aid station they were with, and then coming back out, I saw Lottie a little ways back, and we high-fived and congratulated each other on the trail. And then I thought I had about a 15-minute lead on her, and then about a couple kilometers later, she like blew by me like I was standing still. I was taking my time on the climb coming out of the aid station because I thought like my legs were pretty tired at that point, so I thought I'll save my legs for the down because I was still really moving them on the down. And yeah, and then she just came out of nowhere, and it was very impressive. Very impressive it was. And I stood by and I let her go because I'm like, I cannot keep up with her at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what am I supposed to answer?
What was your experience like? I mean, you knew she was ahead of you all day, so like, what was your thought process? Were you thinking you could catch her? Did you?
I wasn't really thinking about it much. Part of the goal of this race was I usually like to go out fast and kind of run from the front, and I kind of wanted to use this race to be comfortable not doing that, which is very uncomfortable for me because I keep thinking that the race is running away from me. But I'm using this kind of as a prep for states, and I'm not gonna be leading states,
Sure, yeah.
so I just have to be a little.
You never know.
You never know, but I have to get comfortable not being in the lead from the start.
And still having that confidence.
And exactly. So yeah, I let a few people go. I was sitting in fourth, I think, most of the day, and I made my first move probably around mile 33 or so when I passed Christina and Andrea. And
Yeah, you came in just like 30 seconds before that.
yeah, something like that. And I was taking it pretty conservatively still, and then going into Wyeth on the like making it down to that aid station, I was starting to kind of think like about gaps, wondering how far people are away. Someone told me that you were 20 minutes ahead of me, and I was like, there's no way I'm ever gonna catch Ailsa. But I came out of Wyeth, and Christina and Andrea were like like, is that how you say it? They were just right, yeah, right next to each other, and maybe 4 minutes back. So I wasn't so much trying to catch Ailsa. I was just trying to get away from Christina and Andrea, and eventually that led to catching Ailsa, and then I just ran. I was like literally tempoing for the last 13 miles because I was once I passed you, I was just so scared. I'm like, she's gonna catch me again because I felt like I was stronger on the ups, but I felt you just breathing down my neck on the downhills. And then
I was good on the downs, but the ups.
yeah, I've never ever had to work this hard at the end of an ultra. And even like coming into the last aid station, I was gonna grab water and I skipped it because I was just like, there's no, like I can't stop.
You don't have the time to spare.
And I got out of the aid station onto the trail, and I had like a live stream guy with me. And like I swear, as soon as we got out of the aid station, he was like, "Oh, Ailsa just got into the aid station," and I was like, "Shoot, she's 30 seconds behind me."
Yeah.
And I was just sprinting. I never tried so hard at the end of an ultra. So thank you for lighting a fire under my butt.
I was very impressed.
I was impressed by you.
And I am totally happy to finish second.
It was so cool. Like this was definitely like the race that everyone was like the most excited about. People were losing their minds like in the live. But you guys just put on such a good show, and especially like you just like really set the tone for the day, just like making it a really competitive like women's race. So it was just so exciting to watch.
No idea I was in first place.
If you wanna turn this way so they can see you.
I actually had no idea I was in first place, and it wasn't until like I don't know, kilometer 40 or 45 when
you didn't know you were leading the race.
No, I had no idea because I kind of started out like in the back of the pack, and I kind of like ease into my day because it takes me a while to warm up. And I think it was around kilometer 45, and I was running with Dylan. He was filming me, and he's like, "Yeah, Andrea's got about 5 minutes on you, or there's 5 minutes between you and Andrea." And I'm like, "Oh, is she ahead or behind?" And he goes, "She's behind. You're in the lead." So I was like, "Oh, okay."
I feel like Andrea took it out pretty high. Like, from the
Was
start.
she leading like
She
during the
was-
road sections?
She was leading in the very. She was leading in the very beginning, because you passed me. I don't know, like maybe between like anywhere between like 5 and 6 miles in or something on that climb in the dark still. But Andrea at that point was ahead of all of us.
Okay.
And then I don't know what happened. But she was taking it out pretty fast.
Okay, yeah. That's so cool. There was like so much leapfrogging happening, and the race between third and fourth, Christine and Andrea also was like they were leapfrogging till the very, very end.
Yeah.
So it was so exciting to watch the women.
It was awesome to work with Christina for a while too. Like
Yeah.
we shared quite a few months together, and it was really fun. She was telling me about whales and about fun facts in the gorge. There's this like giant rock somewhere in the gorge that someone wanted to blow up or something. It was like she was just like spitting fun facts. I'm like, cool.
Love that. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a PhD student.
Yeah,
so
she's awesome.
full of, fun little tidbits of knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. Well, I think it's really cool that you were like practicing a strategy that you want to use for Western states. Yeah, so that's what I was gonna ask. So like as you get ready for Western states, and you being so experienced at that race, how are you feeling? And like what advice do you have? You're not running Western states this year, are you? Yeah. Do you have any advice for Lottie, or what do you think?
Well, I think she's already got a good strategy down. She said she was gonna just not get too tied up in the competition, which is exactly what I did 2 years ago when I ran it, and it worked out really well for me. So start out slow and just let everyone else slow down, and you pass them all, because that's what you did today. So it works. So you do it well.
That's so awesome. And how are you feeling about Western?
I'm super excited. There's so much like hype around it, and it just makes me really, really excited to experience it, because I've never raced it. I've never really even like I went last year, but I just did the little escarpment hike, and then I had to go to a wedding, so I never which I love the wedding, but like I've never really experienced a day there. So I'm really excited to just be there and try my best and see what I can do on the day.
That's awesome. We're so excited to cheer for you. What's up next for you?
I am doing the Leadville Marathon in hopes of getting a point.
Very cool.
Heck yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're so excited to cheer for both of you. There were a couple of us who were commenting that if Daybreak itself was a series, that like awarded, you would win it by miles, because you were like undefeated on the Daybreak.
I have so many of those.
They're awesome.
They're also indestructible. Like I've dropped this on concrete and it was fine.
All right, that's a good ad. Come run a Daybreak race and you'll get an indestructible mason jar.
Everyone should run these races. They're so great.
Yeah, they're awesome. Okay, well, thank you both for taking the time to chat. It's getting really windy, so I'll let you get your jackets back on. But congratulations to both of you. Amazing performances.